In this video, we're going to be looking at Sprinklr alerts, which help you proactively detect crises, monitor trending content, and assess sentiment changes. For you to be able to access the smart listening dashboards from the landing page, click on the Sprinklr Insights module, go to the Act column, and then head to the Listening Smart Alerts dashboard. This dashboard is part of the blueprint. So it's a standard dashboard that allows you to see or monitor if there has been a surge in the topics that you have enabled on Sprinklr. And you can detect those surges by the number of mentions. So if the topics that you have enabled on Sprinklr have had more mentions than usual, you will be able to use this column to be able to monitor the volume of those conversations. You also have this column which allows you to see engagements that the topics have generated on social media. And if there has been a surge and engagements around a particular post, you can also use this particular column to be able to monitor those engagements. For those of you who are interested in monitoring the sentiment of the conversations around your topic, you also have these two columns which allow you to monitor your negative conversations as well as your positive conversations. And then last but not least, you also have these two columns towards the end of the dashboard, which allow you to monitor any conversations that are coming from a particular country or any conversations that have been detected by Sprinklr in a particular language. So this dashboard, as I said before, is a great starting point for you to be able to monitor the conversations that have been pulled into Sprinklr by the topics that you enabled through the topic builder. You can mark this dashboard as favorite. Remember that every time you see this star icon, it basically allows you to put the dashboard in the landing page of a Sprinklr for easier navigation. What we're going to do right now is we're going to show you how to create a smart alert from a Sprinklr. To be able to do that, every time that you click on the plus icon, you will be coming back to the landing page. So I will click on the plus icon. I will then scroll down to the platform modules. And within the platform modules, you need to access the alert manager, which is where you're going to be able to see all the different alerts that have been created on the system. I click on the alert manager. And as I said before, the system shows you the different alerts that have been created on the platform. If you want to disable or enable them, simply use this toggle icon to be able to stop using them or to be able to start using them. And if you click on the three dots of any particular alert, what the system will do is it will show you different options that you can leverage. For example, you can edit the configuration of an alert. You can clone an existing alert. This use case is useful whenever you want to create an alert that is similar to one that already exists. You can also look at an audit. If you don't need the alert anymore, you can always delete them. You have to delete them one by one. For you to be able to create a smart alert, what you need to do is you need to click on the top right corner of the screen and click on New Alert. Once you've clicked on New Alert, what you need to do is you need to follow all these steps to be able to create the smart alert. So the smart alert uses AI to analyze historical trends and can recognize patterns in message volume and sentiment. They will detect anomalies automatically and notify you accordingly. You need to give the alerts a name. So in this case, we will name the alert accordingly. The London topic is a topic that we created a few weeks ago, and that's the one that we're going to use for this example. The second field that you need to worry about is module. So in this case, it's predefined to listening because that's what we told the system. But if you click on the drop-down menu, you also have the chance to apply alerts to other modules of the platform, such as benchmarking, post insight, or account insight. But for the purpose of this training, we will be sticking with listening. Moving on, as we said before, for this particular example, we will create a smart alert, but towards the end of the session, we will also show you how to create a custom volumetric alert. Once you've selected the type of alert that you want to create on the system, the next step is to come to the alert dimension filters to be able to set the conditions on which the alert will be triggered. So the most common dimension or condition is topic. And this is where you essentially type in topic to be able to select the topic that you previously enabled. And as we said before, we will be using the London topic. So let me quickly select that topic. You can add multiple filters or multiple conditions by clicking on Add Filter. The usual fields that you can add here are themes, if you need to be alerted on a specific themes that you have created around the London topic, or by media type. Media type is useful because it allows you to be alerted whenever there has been multiple photos around your brands or there has been multiple videos that are targeting your brand. For the purpose of this example, we will stick to the topic example. Moving on, in the smart alert type, we have 4 options. In this case, what the system is asking us is, would you like to be alerted if the number of engagements go up of your London topic? Would you like to be alerted if conversations of the London topic are negative or positive? Or would you like to be alerted whenever the volume of conversations has increased from the London topic? So in this case, let's go for the engagement type of alert. Moving on, okay, in this section, in the avoid spam by adding maximum notification frequencies, I'm going to tell the system that I only want to receive 5 notifications per day if the engagements of my London topic increase or if the AI detects an anomaly. The AI generated summaries section is very useful because the Sprinklr AI will attach a summary, a detailed summary, which will help you understand why the engagements of the topic have increased. So I always recommend enabling this option. The permission sections is for you to define the users who can edit or delete these alerts. Moving on, if I click on next, in the alert distribution details, we need to define the users or the user groups that will be notified if the engagements of the London topic increase. So in the first field, we can identify users of the Sprinklr platform. Or if these users don't have access to Sprinklr, but they would still like to be alerted, we can also add their email addresses in this field. When it comes to the delivery details, you can be notified via mobile push notifications if you have downloaded the Sprinklr mobile app. In this case, we're also going for the email notifications. So since we've selected email notifications, the system gives us the option to customize the email that will be sent to the users that we selected up here. If we disable the email notification, as you can see, the option to customize our email disappears. So I'm going to enable it again. The subject of my email will be the following. And then I'm also going to include timestamps. Once you've configured the alert, the last thing that you need to do is you need to click on save, and the system will save the alert for you in the alert manager. And once the alert has been created, as you can see, the system will show you the status. It's currently being set up. It will take a couple of seconds. This is the name of the alert that we've just created for this particular listening module. And whenever the alert is active, you will have the options to disable the alert or to be able to edit, clone, or use the options that we saw at the beginning of the training. Now that you've learned how to create a smart alert, let me show you how to create a custom volumetric alert where AI does not decide for you. In this case, you set up their own conditions based on a particular criteria. So let's look at that process. Again, we go back up to the top right corner of the screen. We click on what says New Alert. We name the alert as we named it before. We select the listening module, and in the type of alerts drop-down menu, we need to select custom volumetric alert. In this case, we still need to select the dimensions as we selected before. So I will select the London topic. And as we said before, you can also apply multiple filters if necessary. The difference between smart alerts and custom volumetric alerts is the trigger conditions, as you can see over here in the trigger conditions section. So we can set the trigger conditions for threshold-based alerts or irregular activity alert. Let's go for the first option. So as soon as we select threshold-based alert, the metrics that we have within this drop-down menu are the following. We can be alerted if the number of mentions are greater than 10,000, for example. So if the number of mentions on this particular topic is greater than 10,000 on a time frame of 7 days, I want the system to send me an alert. If the number of likes on a particular post of this topic is greater than 10,000, for example, on a time frame of once, we will be alerted by Sprinklr. If there's a number of reposts on a X post, for example, and that number of reposts is greater than 1 million on a particular time frame, so it's 6 hours or 12 hours or 24 hours, the system will send you an alert. So this is what you need to do in the trigger conditions section. Moving on, in the avoid the spam by adding maximum notification frequencies, this is for you to configure the number of notifications that you want to receive in a particular time frame. As we said before, we always recommend enabling the Sprinklr AI Plus generated summary so that you get a detailed report of the reason why you are being alerted. The permission section is for you to decide who needs to edit or delete these alerts. And then once you've done this basic configuration, you can click on what says next to move on to the alert and the users that need to be notified. As we said before, you can notify users of the Sprinklr platform, users who have been added to your workspace, or users who are not part of the workspace. In this case, we also have the option to be alerted via the Sprinklr mobile app, to be alerted via email, and we also have the option to customize the subject of the email that will be sent to us from a Sprinklr. And once you're done with this configuration, the last thing that you have to do is you need to click on Save. So far we've learned how to create a smart alerts and custom volumetric alerts. You also have the option to create alerts within widgets. So for you to be able to create an alert in a particular widget, you need to open up your custom listening dashboard. To get there, click on the plus icon. From the landing page, click on the Sprinklr Insights, head to the Learn column, come down to the Custom section, and click on Listening Dashboards. You can either find your dashboards using the search engine. All you need to do is type in the name of your dashboard, click on the drop-down menu here, and use this search engine to be able to search for the dashboard. Or alternatively, keep on scrolling down until you see the dashboard that you're looking for. So in this case, let's use the SL sentiment analysis dashboard that we've created before. Please remember that the star icon allows you to mark the dashboard as favorite. We click on the sentiment analysis dashboard. If we want to create an alert at the widget level, what we need to do is we need to go to the 3 dots of the widget, and we need to find the option that is called Create Alert, which is a new feature. So we will click on Create Alert, and the system will give you different options of alerts to choose from. You can create a smart alert, which we've seen how to create, or a volumetric or custom volumetric alert. If I click on Custom Volumetric Alert and I click on Create, the system will take you back to the configuration that we showed you before, where you need to ensure that you name your alert, you identify the type of alert that you want to create, and then what's important is that you set up the trigger conditions. So you may want to be notified whenever the number of mentions is greater than 10,000 on a particular time frame. Remember to always enable the Sprinklr AI Plus generated summary for the system to send you a detailed report. So that's how you create an alert at the widget level. And you can do that on most of the widgets that you see on your custom or standard dashboard simply by clicking on the three dots of the widget. The last topic that we need to cover in this training is how to create a dashboard for alert. So to do that, open up a new tab by clicking on the plus icon. From the landing page, click on the Sprinklr social module, head to engage, click on engagement dashboards, and then you will need to create an engagement dashboard from scratch. So you click on create dashboard, and all you need to do at this point is name the dashboard accordingly. Once the name of the dashboard has been created, click on add. The moment you click on add, you will see this blank space. And all you need to do now is click on new column and select alerts from the type of columns that you can create on a Sprinklr. Automatic alerts is the option that you need to go for. You click on automatic alerts again. And at this point, you need to provide basic information such as the name, the module, which in this case we are selecting listening. You can also define the alert measurement, the category. Perhaps you only want to see alerts when the mentions are up, when the sentiment of the conversations is negative or positive, whenever the engagement has increased, whenever there has been multiple conversations in a particular country, or whenever the system has detected multiple conversations in a particular language. You can also define the subscribers of this column. And then once you've gone through the basics of this column, you then click on create column and the system will create that column for you. You can keep on scrolling down to be able to detect the anomalies detected by the system. Now that you know how to create and manage your alert, go to Sprinklr and configure your first alert to get ahead of any future crisis.